if you're unsatisfied with your elo, it's probably because you just don't understand some concepts. No offense, but probably you should learn how to play in the center, learn more tactics, learn to play against the weak king, but you're on luck. This video will show you exactly that. In the previous video, you saw how I drew a completely losing position. So let's now show you how I make puzzles. So first of all, I see this correlation and that would be mate. If my bishop wasn't in the way, can I put my bishop away with a forcing move? Yes, I can. So let's calculate, check. What are your options? If you go here, that's mate. If you take, that's mate. So I mean, this is quite easy. Oh, I didn't see that move. So yeah, by my definition, I lost. But I mean, it's still quite easy. And now you just have to know the mating pattern. So, I mean, by my definition, I didn't really see the move. I didn't really calculate it through, so I should have done better. Two pawns against the knight. This is a fork. This is just a fork. You have to move. I take and I win. Yes, now here, go there, go here, go there. I go in front of the pawn and it's a draw. It's a win because you have to move to one side and I can just go to the opposite side. And after like king here, my king goes here, I made a red carpet for my pawn and you cannot stop it. So that was an easy one. Um, so this is not defended. Um, oh yeah, okay. Oh no, it's not that easy. So this looks like a easy dovetail mate it's called, but this is not actually defended. So check you take. And after that, I don't know, I can take this with a check, you can block. I can take with a check. Um, take with a check, you block. Take, push, you cannot stop me, so push, 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 push. But I make a queen with a check, that's it. That's not it. Check. Oh, it's check. And if you go, I can take, and then I can move, and I will make a queen with a check. I had the right plan, but I thought he was forced to block with his queen. He's not forced to block with his queen. Yeah, I miscalculated that. Fair enough. I had the right idea, but the wrong execution. So let's play a game now. Um, so if you like helpful tips like this, you should subscribe to not miss out on all the other free tips I will give you. So this is just a normal Vienna. Let's see what he plays now. The copycat, the complete copycat, and now this is usually the follow-up, and then they know they screwed up. Oh, that's losing. But why? I just made these courses, I'm quite sure it's this. And now this is a checkmating threat. If you put a queen there, I don't have to do anything. I can attack your queen. If you take, I have massive development and a threat on c7. If you put your knight there, I just have d3 and bishop g5 is a threat. So now if you take my queen, I will have massive development and a threat on c7. Controlling the threat is quite annoying. Yeah, you can do that. And now I will develop normally. I think if I do this, you go here. I have to take, kind of damaging your structure. Um, that should be good, or do I play this? To stop your knight, you can ask for a trade. You cannot, you should go here then. And I don't have to take it. I think I want to stop your development first. And now you have blocked your pawn. That's a move though. Fair enough. And now this doesn't make sense. I mean, sure, you can take, I'll take. And I'll just have more development and... Oh, that's quite a nice move, fair enough. Oh, that's a very nice move, I cannot defend this. If I go, you take, I go here. You cannot defend this pawn, your king will be lost in the center. So I'll go here, I'll attack your knight. Knight has to go. That's smart. Sad. Can't blame your opponent for playing a good move. And how do I put pressure? I mean, developing my bishop cannot be bad. So now I'm pressuring this, pressuring that. And I mean, your bishop cannot move without giving me more pressure on your e5 pawn. And that's not losing, sadly enough. Attack, you can even go here if you want. That's very annoying. Hey, excuse me. So what do I do? Put my rooks in the center and make a pawn break is usually the plan. So if I go here, take, where do I need support? Nowhere, really. And then I can attack you and I'll attack this, so I think putting a rook here makes sense to make this pawn break. I don't need extra support for the pawn break. Now I do need more support for the pawn break, but I can just give the support for the pawn break, no stress. And after I go here, take. If I push, you can take. And after take, my king will be weak. That looks like I can do something like this. I mean, let's just go. So I'm preparing something like this maybe, but mainly that. Yeah, that does not pose a threat. Oh, that does pose a threat. Fair enough, quite annoying. If I go here, what are the chances you can do this? I could push, take, but then I'm only defending this once. So I should do this. You can prepare this, which is quite annoying. But I can kick you first, right? Yeah, you're preparing it, but if I kick you now, you're too late and I can just do this. You can get in with a check, but then I can just go up and your knight should be trapped. So knight has to go, my knight can enter here. So this is forced, I think. Yeah, I think that move is forced. But then I can get more pressure on this pawn because you just blocked it. You will have to move instantly. Oh, you counterattack. So take. If I take, take. push. Hmm. Take. Mistakes. I can push maybe. Or takes, check. Go somewhere, take. Yeah, I mean, that should be the best I can do. You have to take. I can check you again. Now I'm attacking this and defending that if needed. So I can take. This is not a threat. Yeah, now I can take, and after take. I could prepare. I don't know. And this you can just take. I think I want this move to block you here. Point being that I can shelter my king. Yeah, you can attack me. I'll be fine. You go here, fair enough. Now my king blocks everything. This doesn't work. And I mean, I think I'm fine. My king could just hide here now to pin, maybe sack if it's working. Put pressure here. A lot of things will work. Maybe a pawn break if needed. If you go here, I can instantly pin you. That's nice. I also have this check now. That can be very useful. So probably king here to work going there, attacking this. Then I can maybe just check you to just check if you're blundering something. But I mean, I don't have to, right? That's smart. Fair enough. Maybe I want to go here, actually. Yeah, I think that's a better spot for my king. And it's the investment of one tempo, so it should be fine. That's a weird maneuver. Now this and this is a threat. That's another weird maneuver. He's preparing this with an attack there, but I'm faster. If you do this, I can just take. And if take, I can just take. I don't even know why this would be a threat. Yeah, that doesn't work. You're pinned. So if you take, I can take. I don't care. Yeah, I don't know why he's not thinking at all. That's slightly annoying. Fair enough. So if I check, you can go here. Now I have to save my knight. What if I go here? Here, take. I mean, I don't know. I can check if you go here. That's pointless. If I push, you have takes and I'm screwed. I can do this. But why give up my extra pawn? I have a lot of time. So I can just go here, I can threaten this, threaten that, and if you take, I'm fine. I have an extra pawn. It's an isolated pawn, but it's still an extra pawn, so I should be fine with takes and play the extra pawn. Yeah, I don't know what my opponent is doing. There is a nice blunder here. If he thinks doing this, but you have a check, so it doesn't matter. Oh, sad. I'll have to play it now. So I thought, fork, you can check. I can block this check with a check. So you have to move, and then I can take with the knight. But I mean, he gives the check first. And now I can infiltrate and use my pieces. So now I have easy infiltration with check. That's a good block. If you take, I can take with the pawn. So that's not a concern. I can go here, but then you have this overload tactic, which is quite frustrating. Putting this on the light square should be bad. Well, if I just do this, if you take, I can take. This is still a threat. You can push. Push might be annoying. I do have check though. So here, push. So let's say here, take, push, check, has to move, take, and then this is weak. Is it that weak? I don't know. If I attack your rook, where does it go? Probably here. I mean, no benefit to that, I think. I can check. Where do you go to? If I check, you go here, I can take. So after check, you have to go here and I can pin you. But then this is also a pin. But then moving my king is a big threat. So check, go here, I pin you. And if you move this, I can take. No, because you have takes. So you can pin me. Well, that's quite annoying. So take, go here, take, go there. I think I like this plan more. And just see how he messes up. I have a big feeling that he will play something very stupid now. So let's see. I might be giving him a passed pawn for nothing. I'm not sure. Wow, I didn't expect that. That does absolutely nothing. I can now just attack. Oh, no, attack, push, I have takes. It's still pinned. Yeah, I don't know what this move does. It just develops a piece for me. That's a horrible move. Now I won a tempo, I have the same threats, but You have to save your bishop now. Probably he calculated this, but that doesn't work at all. I mean, this also blunders check. So that was stupid. Take doesn't change anything. Now I can move my knight freely. So that should just make things worse. And that is quite a useless sacrifice. I mean, I guess you save your bishop, but I can go here. Take, attack your weak pawn, you cannot defend it. I'm just up the exchange. You can have these two pawns. I'll win these two and just be up the exchange. Oh, that's a valid point. Fair enough. Hmm. I mean, yeah, I just gave him a passed pawn, but he had to sacrifice a rook for it. I've had an endgame very similar to this, and this was actually a bad move. But I mean, I'm attacking this. If you, yeah, probably you do that. And, I can do that. Probably this was smarter. Now, if you go here, I'll start to push. Yeah, I can push. You can infiltrate, but I can take, push, and you cannot stop that pawn. If you go here, can I not defend that pawn? Here, there, I don't have tricks. Damn, disgusting. If I go here, you go there. Check. Somewhere. This should be a threat. Maybe that works. If you go here, I get check. Maybe I do have a threat there. Yeah, you have to save that pawn. Now I can sack this pawn for a check. If you go here, I'll check. You have to go over there. And then I could exploit this pin. Oh, that's horrible. Check. Now you'll lose a piece. So if I go here, you can push, but I'll take, push. My king is fast enough. I can also check, but then you go here. That should be stupid. So let's go here, and how do you save your pieces? Like, this is just a pin. I don't know why a 90-20 took a pawn and pinned himself. Yeah, don't pin yourself. That was not a good game for my opponent. I want to believe that he is tilting, but I'm not sure. So in this, best move, this is horrible, best move, horrible move, go here, take. And that is one of the better moves. Okay, that's one of the best moves actually. You go there, fair enough. Castle take, bishop take, knight there, sag the pawn. You don't take it, and I should have just cracked open the center instantly. What was I scared of? I mean, your best move is to sack your knight. Or just 3 pawns and damaging my structure. That's horrible. I mean, 2 pawns and damaging my structure. No, that's horrible. I don't know what I was scared of. If you go back, I have a fork even. I miscalculated this harshly. And if you take, I can't just pin. Oh, I can fork you if you take, so you cannot take, you have to go back. I can attack your rook, and then I can take with an attack here. You have to go here, takes, trade. I shouldn't trade. And then if I push this pawn break, that will be a threat. So I have to go here, I can just make more threats. Yeah, okay. I mean, I have more activity. If you have more activity, just break open the center and you will win. And even if you don't see the win, apparently you just have a win. Every time. Disgusting. So, break open the center, I didn't do it. Break open the center, but I developed a piece. Break open the center, but I was preparing breaking open the center. You found whatever this was. I prepared something that wasn't there. And now it's back to a draw. Go here, you go there. Best move, best move. And I am completely losing. Check here, take, and I'm completely losing. This is a blunder. Oh, this is just a fork, a skewer. Because I cannot defend my bishop, I cannot defend my knight. Wow, that's random. Yeah, and I don't have checks, and I cannot now move and defend my bishop. Wow, I blundered. Crazy, so you didn't see it. This is still losing. Now I move my king and I'm completely losing. I'm terribly losing. I thought I was cooking here. And then you just blunder a pawn and I'm totally winning. I thought I was cooking. I thought that this was a great position for me. That's hilarious. Like your pawns are just so weak and I'm the only one with threats. Taking with this pawn is bad. What? What's the difference? Oh, you don't get a 2-on-1 if I take like that. Fair enough. I mean, this is just frozen, but now I have a passed pawn and I stop your majority. I let you have a majority so I could have a majority, but I don't need a majority because I have a passed pawn, so taking like this is way stronger. I think the conclusion is. So if you can choose to have a majority, but he will have a majority, but you have a passed pawn, just stop complications. Take your passed pawn, but don't let him have the majority. Yeah, fair enough. I thought extra side pawn, but this is not too great. Take, check, go there. Rook on the open file. This is complications. That was the best move. This was horrendous. Oh, I could have just forked you. That's cool. Okay, so I just attack, take. You sacked for no reason. I have to sacrifice so I can take this with a check. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I mean, that's a cool sacrifice. I mean, you cannot take it, but you understand. So if you take, I can take this with a check. You have to go back, and I just won a bishop. So now check, best move. Yeah, that was quite annoying, but I find the best move. Best move. You do that. Best move. Wow, I played the endgame quite well. This is not the best. That's fine, but this is a blunder to check. Go here, take the open file. That was horrendous. Yeah, so like I just bludgeoned my opponent and apparently I was completely losing, but yeah, I did make a lot of mistakes. Like my endgame was quite clean. My opponent made more mistakes than I did, but this was one big thing. Like, taking here to have two center pawns makes a lot of sense in a opening and middle game, but in the end game you should just, this is equal, don't make this a majority, and you just have a passed pawn. I should have kept it simple, and this allows for counterplay, so that was one mistake. I also didn't have the good plan of getting my king to the center. That was bad. I blundered this tactic, which I didn't see at all. I should have just retreated my knight instantly, which I did after, but after blundering this tactic, so that's quite annoying. And yeah, he got some complications, and I handled it quite terribly. Yeah, so if takes, what now? Take with a tempo. Now take with a tempo and take. And I'm just up a pawn. No, I'm not up a pawn. Take, and this is a draw. Because opposite color bishops. Yeah, I mean, this is just a draw. Why would I go for a draw? Uh, the best move is to just sacrifice a pawn for absolutely no reason. Now he has a passed pawn. Um, but I mean, it's opposite color bishop endgame. Everything will be a draw. So in my opinion, this is a horrible line. So I mean, I think I handled it fine after these complications. And I mean, I didn't put my rooks on the most active squares, but I thought I would have this take, and now my rook has a very potent scope. I'm just attacking this weak pawn, so you cannot move. I'm attacking this weak pawn, so you cannot move, and your bishop is just a very big pawn with a funny head on. So, and it's blocking your actual pawn. If you could just move your bishop, go here and defend this somehow, that would be gorgeous. But now your bishop is just a pawn with a funny head, so I thought that was genius, to be honest, but I should have just cracked open the center instantly, and I was completely winning here if I just cracked open the center, and you don't survive in any line. If you move your bishop, I have this threat, has to go back. I can make another pawn break. If you take either way, you will get forked. And if you don't take, you will get forked. So you have to go back. I can take, now I'm attacking this. You have to move. Sacking your knight is the best move. Well, let's say you move, and all of a sudden I have three pieces looking there. If I move my knight, I will have my bishop looking here. And I have this fantastic position, and I could move my rook to double up on the f-pawn as well. So one sample line to this is takes. King up as the best move. I just kick your knight. You have to sack your knight for obviously reasons. I mean, if you go here, I just take. If you go here, I take. If you go here, I take. Your knight is trapped. Those are the obvious reasons. So you have to give it up either way. And in this position, I have this Bruto tactic. Oh, it's defended, so you'll lose your bishop as well. And then here I have to take, blockade, take, rook there. Like, what is my mate here, though? Check, you can go here. Like, what is my mate here? Mate in 5. Check, takes is checkmate. Check, so you have to move. I can... Oh, I can take this. No, no, that's not it. Because if you take, I don't actually have a threat, I think. What is my mating threat here? So like I go here, you have to move here. I take this, that's correct. So that if you don't do anything, this is mate. So takes is mate. That's the beautiful line. But what if you take? Oh, I just calmly bring my second rook. Okay, fair enough. And this is just inevitable. Okay, that's the one move I didn't saw. Fair enough, that's a beautiful mate. So I learned a lot from that, other than the how was my opening. Oh yeah, quite perfect. This was the opening. Yeah, so if you want free tips, subscribe for sure. And other than that, like, share, and I will see you in the next one.